Lige nu befinder vi os i vores lejlighed i Brooklyn. Om lidt skal vi besøge Grow NYC på Manhattan, som er en organisation, der har eksisteret siden 70'erne. De har 130 ansatte og arbejder på at forbedre New Yorkernes livskvalitet gennem nogle forskellige tiltag.
Back in the 1970s, New York City was in bad shape. High crime rate, filthy basic services not being provided. The city almost went bankrupt. And the idea of Grow NYC is really trying literally block by block to help people out and somehow make the New York City a better place, a better environment to live in. And our largest program, probably our most famous program, is called Green Market. And that involves 50 plus farmers markets around the city. And what's unique about these markets are they're only buying locally. They're only buying from farmers within, say, a 200-mile radius. Besides only selling local, is that we accept all kinds of public assistance. So there's something called EBT, which used to be known as food stamps, and there's something called WIC checks. And there are other kinds of subsidies that really help, essentially brings the prices down for our consumers. So at the green market, if you spend $5 with your EBT card, you get an additional $2 to spend. I'm trying to, by my food purchasing decisions, I'm actually helping the environment. So, and that's, for me, that's what sustainability is.
Vi er taget til South Bronx, hvor vi lige nu står ved PS 55 Middle School. Lige her om lidt skal vi op og snakke med en ung fyr, der hedder Jeff. Han er medstifter af Green Bronx Machine, som er et projekt, der underviser børn i at dyrke afgrøder.
We're here in the South Bronx, the poorest congressional district in the country, and Green Bronx Machine has just moved in here. We've moved from 2 other schools into this one where we're setting up home base, which will be our headquarters. And as you can see, we're growing vegetables inside in an area where fresh food just isn't available. There are 3 grocery stores within about a 15 or 20 minute walk of here, and the food selection is pretty slim, and most of it's canned, preserved, and all that. So we are giving kids access to fresh food and helping them understand from seed all the way through to harvest what food is and how the food system works. Green Bronx Machine was started in 2011, so we're just about 3 years in, and he's been working in 2 other schools doing similar programs but with older kids. Now we're coming into an elementary school, so we have pre-K through 5th grade. We'll create some pretty strong impact in this community where, as you saw, it's public housing as far as you can see, and kids are not growing up understanding what food is, where it comes from. To them, it's something that comes in a plastic wrapper at the corner bodega.
So this is a vertical aeroponic gardening system. So what that means is there's a drum down here with 20 gallons of water and nutrients, and there's a pump, and it pumps it up through a cylinder in the middle. It hits the top and it rains down, and then there are these net pots that have, so it's soilless, there's no soil, and there's a sort of wool that the seeds are in that they sprout in. We put them in there. Every 15 minutes it rains down on them, they soak up the water and the nutrients, and they grow. So what that means is 90% less space, 90% less water. We have to fill this up maybe every 2 weeks, and as you can see, the plants are doing quite well. This is some fresh basil here. It's delicious.
Der er ingen tvivl om, at New York er en af sværvægterne inden for drivhusgasudledning. Vi har snakket med forskellige organisationer, som prøver at ændre det. Lige nu befinder vi os på Union Square, hvor Grow NYC's største green market ligger. Her sælges kun lokalt producerede varer. Dette er et eksempel på, hvordan græsrodsorganisationerne er med til at oplyse New Yorkerne om et mere bæredygtigt samfund.